For theater, look for ticket dumping on rainy nights. And for concerts, you can often find discounts when artists add extra shows back to back. And tip number 5, remember to toggle on all-inclusive pricing in your ticket search. This shows you the price after all those fees, before you realize that bargain you found ain't a bargain, or that price you're about to pay may not actually fit in your budget. Then again, if you're looking right now to buy Super Bowl tickets on the resale market, budget may not be a part of your vocabulary. Noah Pransky, NBC.
This is NBC4 News at 5.
Now at 5, it may be nice in some areas, but this is what the storm left behind. Flooded streets, cars underwater, and another storm is on the way. That video was taken out of Long Beach today, where more than 1.5 inches of rain fell in just 6 hours there. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano. Drivers were freed from those cars. Tow trucks couldn't reach the cars before the water level came down. That wasn't the only flooding we saw today. This is video taken from the Sepulveda Basin. Again, keep in mind, this is the first of 2 storms, and the worst is yet to come.
We have live team coverage tonight. 2 reporters in areas where the flooding turned dangerous today. But we're going to start right now with meteorologist Melissa McGee, who is here to tell us what remains of this first storm. Melissa.
Yeah, and Colleen, right now we're looking at the First Alert radar network, and things look completely different from how they did earlier this morning when we were tracking moderate to locally heavier pockets of rain. Right now, looking at the radar screen, still some scattered activity across the region. So we'll go in a little tighter on street level across areas and Ventura County, and some light to moderate pockets creeping in along the 101 just to the west of Ventura, and some spotty activity to the north of Camarillo. As we travel up across areas in the Antelope Valley, moisture moving away from Lancaster and Acton at this hour. Snow continues to fall for areas in Wrightwood as well as Big Bear, but we will track the activity as we go throughout the rest of the evening. Even some showers pressing in across areas in Orange County. They're close to Foothill Ranch. Let's talk about the rainfall we've seen so far. Pretty impressive with some of these numbers. Ventura, almost 3.5 inches of rain and just a short amount of time this morning. Long Beach, almost 2.5 inches for you. 2.16 in Woodland Hills. Huntington Beach, 1.78, and close to 1.5 inches there in downtown Los Angeles. So we'll talk about what's next and what's to come as we go throughout the rest of tonight. The heaviest lifting on off to our north and east, but still some scattered activity as we go throughout the rest of the evening and even as we get into our Friday. So we'll talk about what we can expect tonight. And isolated rain, even snow showers, those will continue. Otherwise, it's mostly cloudy. It's going to stay on the cool side. And tomorrow, decreasing shower activity as we go throughout the day, which means we'll start to dry it out, and a few pockets of sunshine on the way. Enjoy that break, because I am tracking a stronger storm that moves in as we get into our weekend. Details are coming up, Annabelle, with your First Alert forecast. I'll send it back over your way.
We'll stay tuned for that. Thanks, Melissa. Meantime, in Long Beach, the big story is flooding. Look at this, leaving cars submerged underwater and drivers getting rescued. NBC4's McCollum Medina joins us live, where crews are asking and working to get those cars out right now. Mac.
It has certainly been a very long day here as crews have been working to extricate much of those cars. Take a look behind me. You can see they are right now pumping out the water. 2 cars left here under this railway overpass. There were 4 cars, and 3 of them were submerged completely. You couldn't see them early this morning. That's certainly not the case right now. All the drivers, though, were okay this morning, this afternoon, and they were thankful that they were saved by mostly firefighters and Good Samaritans.
It's surreal, man. I can't believe it. It's happening to me, man.
Frank Capitulo emotional, drying out in his brother's truck after fire crews pulled him out of his submerged car. He thought it was just minor flooding he could drive through on his way home from his overnight shift. But the water was too high, his car stalled out, and he freaked out.
Got off from work and I was driving over here, and the rain is pouring hard that time, okay? I didn't see that. I didn't notice that the water is high already, so I still went on. Then when I was still ready, I stopped. I can open the door. The fire truck came to pull me out of the window. Thank God they're here.
Well, Frank was thanking rescue crews. The driver of this car, whose roof is just peeking through the water, was grateful to Good Samaritans who pulled up and helped. Sabina Aguilar didn't want her face shown.
I wasn't panicking, but I was kind of like, in the moment that they saw me, I was kind of like, okay, like, what do I do? Like, what is going on? And they kind of just looked at me like, oh, you need help? And I was like, yes, please. Like, and I called my dad, but he's home. He's like, there's nothing he can do, you know? I was like, I need to get out. So I just rolled down the window, I was still able to. and then I hopped in his